Welcome Guna TV 876 fam. And watcher, you don't know your host Lenky. I mean, I welcome you again to my third episode. You see me? And watcher, if you're new, please may I beg you, go and subscribe. You see me? The subscribe button there somewhere. I think probably down here, so I'm not even sure. But watcher, hit the like button, share, comment, and let me know what you think, alright? And watch may I give away a free customized jersey to the person who subscribe and make me reach 100 subscribers. In? So, we don't know what to do. And today, we're going to talk about the game between Leicester and Arsenal. The game finished 2-0 to Arsenal. Good win, good 3 points. First of all, we're going to take a look at some match stats. And as you can see, we kind of bossed the possession. We had 60% compared to their 40%. Overall, we were dominant throughout the whole game, and I think it showed in the scoreline. We had 11 total shots. They had 6. We had 5 shots on target. They had 2. We had 483 passes, which that is expected. We're a passing team who like to put the ball on the ground, keep possession, and try to score that perfect goal. So we're gonna have a lot of passes. They had 316. We had 7 corner kicks to their 3. They conceded 9 fouls while we conceded 10. They had 2 yellow cards and we had 1. Now it was what would I say? It was a pretty comfortable game for Arsenal. Leicester didn't put up that much of a threat to us throughout the whole game. They had probably 1 or 2 chances where, against the run of play, they could have, got a goal. But overall, we kind of controlled the game from start to finish. It wasn't an overly exciting game, I must say. But, when you're not playing well, when the game is not exciting and you come away with the 3 points, then you can't really complain. At the end of the day, the 3 points is what matters, and we got it at the end of the day. We got them at the end of the day. Today I must speak about a couple players who I think have displayed some, good performances today. Nwaneri, who I think is the man of the match. He was pretty positive from the get-go, taking on players, beating players in midfield. He was being doubled up on just like how they do soccer, but he's a tricky player. He's very skillful. He has good ball control, so he was able to on more than one occasion, get out of tight situations, beating players. And when he reach in the final third, he's always looking to either shoot or put a square in. I think he put a couple nice crosses in the first half, which we could have probably got a goal from one of them. But overall, he was very positive. He had that shot that skimmed the crossbar in the second half. And then he was the one who set up the first goal to cap off what I think was a very good performance today. When I say for a 17-year-old, I think he's way ahead of his curve. He's playing well, and it shows because there's not many 17-year-olds playing professionally and performing the way he's performing. Most times 17-year-olds are still in the academy. So to see him step forward and be in the first team, even though he's been in the first team for a while, I think he has really took his chance and made the most of it. With Saka being out, he has been one of our best performers, during Saka's absence. Popping up with goals here and there and assists and just overall good gameplay. So he was my man of the match today. Another person who I think had a good game was Trossard. Most times he's very, very positive, very good. The odd game or two he may not be as bright, but I think he had a good game today as well. Taking players on, beating them, and he had an assist for the second goal as well. So hats off to Trossard, and with the amount of injuries that we have in the forward positions, he has to be one of those players that step up and deliver for us for the remainder of the season. Um, you know, like I said, the game wasn't that exciting, and I was getting a bit worried in the second half when we couldn't find that goal. But the coach, I think, made some substitutions which paid off in the end. I gotta give him a little credit for that. He brought on Merino, who got the two goals for us in the 81st and the 87th minute, and that sealed the victory for us. Um, so credit to the manager for that. I give him a lot of stick almost every week. But I must give credit where credit is due. So I'm gonna say big up Mikel Arteta for the substitutions and the way he kind of managed the game today. I would probably have made substitutions a little bit earlier, but hey, he made them when he did, and we got the goals, so I can't complain, right? Now I'm gonna mention Merino, who came on, like I said, got the goals. There has been talk that he played in forward positions before, and he can do it, and I guess it showed today again. With him having the awareness to be in the position where he can get that goal, and that's the difference between players who are thinking positive and also players who are just, what I'll say, just playing. Because as a forward player, the first thing on your mind is to get this ball in the back of the net. So you find yourself in the positions that if this ball comes to you, you're ready to dispatch it in the back of the net. I think that's what he did today. His positioning was good. Got a really clean header on the first goal, and have a very good connection on the second one to put us 2-0 up. So big credit to Mikel Merino again for a good performance for the short period of time that he was on the pitch. He's kind of having a stop and start season. We haven't really seen the best of him. It's kind of a 50-50 season for me for Mikel Merino. So we're still yet to see the best of him, or what's the best that he can do, or where is the best position for him. Previous games he has been slow, stop, turn, spin like gig. But he came up today with the goals. So big up to Mikel Merino. Thomas Partey in the midfield, as usual. We all see what this guy brings to the team whenever he's in the middle of the park. Calm, picks the right pass. He knows when to hold, when to dribble. So I think he also had a good game today, and I think he has to stay fit if we are to, push on and finish the season strongly. He's one of those persons that has to stay fit because he has the legs. We have Jorginho that can play there as well, but at his age, he does not have the legs and the speed, and he's the kind of player that if you want to see out a game or control a game, then you bring on Jorginho. So I think it's really important that Thomas Partey stays fit for the rest of the season. And we're seeing Arsenal players drop like flies. We have a bunch of injuries, and we really cannot. I don't think we can take another injury to any player going forward for the rest of the season. We have heard like Saka has been having a little setback where he's set to miss some more games, more games or more months. So let's see about that. We are not sure as yet, but like I said, no more injuries. Gabriel and Saliba as usual. Good partnership, good calm discipline display today. They weren't really threatened by Leicester that much. You know, um, we all know they are one of the best centre back pairings in the league for the past probably 3 seasons running. And it was no surprise to see, them having like a good game today. They all have that odd game where, especially Saliba, makes some mistakes and, sometimes cause a goal. But I think it was a disciplined display from both of them today. And, we came away with the clean sheet, so kudos to them. As a Jamaican, trust me, really happy that Sterling, you got the chance to play professional football. I think that's most Jamaicans' dream, of playing professional football for a big team. And he has played for some of the biggest teams in England, but for the life of me, the guy cannot beat a man. Trust me, like, he was awful today. He has been awful for the past couple of games, but today he was dreadful, man. And you would think that, with players out and, you know, lack of competition in forward places, then you would have imagined that he would come and seize the opportunity today and tell the coach, hey, listen, like, this is what I can offer, this is what I can bring to the team. But it just was not there today. I mean, one on one, he couldn't pass a player, he couldn't cross a ball. He was just a poor performance today from Raheem Sterling. And I think if he has to just step it up for the remainder of the season, or else, bring someone from the academy, because, we can't be giving these players chances after chances after chances and they're not delivering. We all know the coach. Once him buy a player, once he brings a player in this team, he's stubborn and he tries to force it to him that, hey, like, this is my player, I give him chance after chance after chance. And I hope this is not one of those moments that he tries too hard with Sterling to prove a point, because it's just not happening. All right. And I must lay some blame on the coach, because I think he has to shoulder some responsibility for the position we're in. They come on to signings and injuries and lack of squad depth, because how can you, and I'm probably gonna sound like a scratch record, how can you loan out players, sell players without replacing them? You know, Smith Rowe would have been a good player to have in the squad at this point. Likewise, Nelson, although I know Reece Nelson is injured, but Fabio Vieira as well. You loan them out, and you know, at the start of the season, where we were in the Champions League, we have the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup. That's 4 competitions. You get me? So we need a strong team. We need a big team, because the games come thick and fast, and game after game, and players who has been playing Euro, you know, this competition, that competition, like, they need a rest. And I think that's what is causing the injuries now, because if you look at it, most of the players that has been injured are forward players. They do most of the running. Defenders, they don't really do that much running. They have a more relaxed game, especially for us who keep possession of the ball and have the ball most of the time. So our defenders don't really have to do that much running, but the forward players, they do that, and then with all the pressing and the defensive work back and forth, it put a strain on them. And I think that is what is causing all these injuries to our forward players. And I don't think it's a coincidence that all 3 of our forward players are injured. I just think that they were overworked, and we have to manage the rest of the squad for the remainder of the season, because we just cannot take any more injuries at this point. All right. And another thing on my mind, like, even though I said I give the coach props for his substitution, putting Merino up top, like, my thing is, it's like only when he's forced to make a decision, like he don't have another choice, then he does some stuff, and then it's gonna look like he's a genius, like, hey, I did this and it worked. But why, when he has the full squad, and average is up front, and things not going so well, and if he knows within himself that Merino can play beer, why, when we have a full squad, it's not going well, we need a goal, why not pull Havertz and put Merino there? Offer something different, a different dynamic. You get me? Because teams are now studying Arsenal, how to play them, how to beat us. and it's because of the same lineup, the same tactics, the same personnel every single game. So if you can do it when you don't have a choice, why can't you do it when you have choices? Offer something different. You get me? But like I said, you know, just like when Smith Rowe and those broke in the team, it was COVID that forced some players like Willian, I think, and other players out the squad, and he had no option but to play the players he had. And they came, they did a job, they performed well, and listen, he had no other choice but to just continue to play them. So why, when we have the full squad, and things not going well, offer something different, give us a different kind of tactics or something? You get what I say? But you know I guess it's just one of those things. So what does this victory mean for the league table? As we can see, we are now 4 points behind our Liverpool. They have a game in hand. Tomorrow they play Wolves. Let's just hope Wolves can get something from the game, and also hope that when it's our turn, we win our games as well, because it makes no sense Liverpool drop points if we drop points as well. So we just gotta you know keep that momentum going and make sure we win our games. Rounding off the top four, we have Nottingham Forest and Man City. Um, Bournemouth is playing well as well. Chelsea, Newcastle. You know, when I go really below the 12th position, so the team with the 13, we're not really busy about that team there. You get what I say? So we just stop the table at 12 for now. Yeah, we're not really busy about number 13. You get me? Um, like I said, hopefully Wolves get a positive result tomorrow, a win or a draw, and then we still have Liverpool to play. They have City to play. Hopefully we beat them. Hopefully City beat them as well. We all know how good City is at putting a run together, and we're seeing a resurgence from them right now. So let's just hope, we can go ahead and they can go ahead and beat Liverpool. Now, as usual, I always do this 876 spotlight, and this week's 876 spotlight will be on jerk food. Jerk chicken, jerk pork, jerk sausage, even say jerk ice cream. I never taste it still, but I actually saw that. Now, jerk is a Jamaican cooking style that involves marinating or dry rubbing meat in a hot spice blend and slow cooking it over a grill or fire. Now, this distinctive spice mix, slow cooking, and smoky flavor make jerk a unique and complex culinary experience. Jerk seasoning traditionally includes pimento, Scotch bonnet peppers, thyme, escallion, ginger, and garlic. And listen, whenever you're in a Jamaica and you go St. Thomas side, you stop Yellas, and you get your best jerk chicken or your jerk pork. You see me? Jerk, trust me, one of the nicest kind of food. And there we have some clips of me jerking some chicken. You get me? Look how the chicken look nice. Yeah, man, it tastes good too. You see me? So that was 876 Spotlight for this week, and that also puts a wrap on this week's episode of Guna TV 876. You don't know, as I said before, if you haven't subscribed as yet, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video them with your friend and family, and just make we grow the channel. Alright, and remember, as I say, I give away a free customized jersey to the 100th subscriber. Alright, so get subbing. And from the 876, you don't know, this is Lenky, and I'm out.